Hey.
Hey. Oh my God.
What's up, man?
That was funny. I mean, it makes sense though. Now I figured out why you do that.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
because we want to make sure everybody in the world knows that we're online and they take
smart,
their time
smart.
to come over. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm okay. I got my COVID shot today, and we'll
I
talk
saw
about
that.
that. Yeah, man. Just got
How you feeling?
lucky. I'm all right, man. Hanging in here. Looking forward to this today. I was I've been actually counting down to this edition because it's special. We got a friend, but it's
Yeah.
April. We got BMWs on the line, and
Wow.
we got all these sorts of stuff. So what's up, party people? Dr. OC here, my friend Gianni Milanista.
What's up,
Giuseppe
guys?
is somewhere doing construction in probably in Queens.
Sent the picture. Was that a bowling alley? What was that?
I don't know. It looks like they're building a COVID vaccination site.
Oh, I don't know. Bowling alley. I don't know.
Yeah.
It looked
It's horrible. So, guys, let's just get to this. I want to make a proper introduction to our friend. I've kind of put a video around this. I didn't put it. I just searched for it, and it resembles of what this guy means to us. Okay, so I'm gonna give it a go, and here we go.
In questi momenti che bisogna dimostrare l'unione di intenti, il gruppo. Colaiani è entrato fresco, ci servono forze fresche. Attenzione a Lopopolo! Claudio Lopopolo! Rete incredibile da parte del portiere micheliese!
That's awesome.
I love his celebration.
Claudio Lopopolo!
Although his name is not Claudio.
Al Paladolmen!
That's awesome.
I had to play this.
That's
Ladies and
amazing.
gentlemen, it's not Claudio Lopopolo, it's the real sports caddy, Anthony Lopopolo.
What's up, buddy?
How you doing, guys?
Good.
I love his celebration. I don't know who was chirping him in the audience or if he was responding to somebody, but that was fantastic.
Have you ever seen that video?
Yeah, I think Patchy was the one who discovered it.
Hilarious.
That's incredible.
Futsal, man. The
Yeah,
goalie.
futsal, what a shot!
It's
We could use him on Milan, right? Maybe
Why
he can replace Donnarumma.
Donnarumma.
Maybe.
I give a
Why
goalie
not?
like that 12 million euros if he could score.
I'll put out a call. I'll find him somehow.
That's funny.
Oh man, good to have you, man.
Oh,
This
thanks for inviting me, guys. It's a pleasure and it's an honor.
Yeah. How did your April start? You get any April fools from the news, from everything that you've been reading and writing about, or?
Today, I'm happy I had today off because usually April Fools is a nightmare of a day to work in journalism. But it was pretty drama free. Can't ask for more on April 1st.
Pretty drama free. After all the Gigio drama that we've been speaking, you had no drama today?
No drama today.
Oh, wow.
There's going to be plenty for over the next couple months, I think.
Oh yeah, definitely. Well, no, it's great to have you on, Anthony. You know, obviously, how much how proud we are of you and what you've accomplished in your career, and we've known you for quite a while, especially me. I mean, I think we've known each other for almost at least 10 years now, almost, right?
So yeah.
It's crazy how time flies, and I remember our first interactions on Twitter. You know, you as sports caddy and me as AC Milan NYC, and it was in the infancy stages. And
when Twitter was still a healthy place.
Yes. Oh yeah, you're right, exactly. And then I kind of just got the hell out. I mean, I still kind of check in every once in a while. Now I kind of run the Curva, our Curva channel Twitter, but.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. But it was fun. I honestly, it was really fun back then. It was like really much more of like a family feel, especially with the Milanisti, yourself, me, and a whole bunch of others, and we're still friends with many, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, that's how we.
But it's great. Yeah, it's great. It's great to have you on, and there's a lot we want to talk about. Obviously with you, it's. We're just fans talking, but you're an actual professional, right? So we have obviously want to pick your brain a bit about what you think about the next next half that's coming up here for Milan. Next 11 games, Oscar?
Yeah, about that.
11 games, and obviously maybe talk a little bit about the Nazionale, maybe, and And then what do you think about the Gijo sweepstakes, right? You know, what's going on there? So, but you know, before any of that, maybe I mean, everybody knows who you are already that follows us. But if you want to just kind of do a quick bio, that'd be good.
Yeah. So I'm Anthony Lopopolo. I work for The Score, which is a sports mobile app. We serve mainly North American users, predominantly in the US, really. Yeah, I've been covering soccer for them for going on 6 years now, which I can't believe that. It's crazy. Yeah, it's been 6 years already. It's been crazy.
Wow.
And yeah, I've been pretty lucky to be working for them. We managed to get through, you know, COVID without sports. We managed to get through that without a single layoff, which I think was, we were very fortunate in that sense. Some publications weren't so lucky. And yeah, I've been doing what I can, doing a little bit of news writing, doing a little bit of original reporting, kind of just doing a little bit of this and that for them, and it's been a good ride so far.
Yeah, no, it's great. Is it the same owner at The Score? That younger? He's like a younger, like wealthy businessman. I think you remember you telling me a while ago.
Yeah,
right?
it's John Levy runs is the main stakeholder, and his family really, and he was behind the Score. Used to be a TV station. It used to be a TV channel, and like that was kind of like the alternative sports network to like TSN, which is like our here, and Sportsnet. So those are two big competitors up here, and a lot of people just loved just the different offerings that The Score provided, and we had like this. It was pretty innovative because we had, I think one of the most popular things was a show called Court Surfing, and it was kind of like NFL Red Zone, but with the NBA. And so they would just cut from court to court, you know, from game to game. And it was hugely popular. And even to someone like me who wasn't, you know, didn't grow up a huge basketball fan, it made it entertaining to watch because you were always locked in to every big moment and every big game. And a lot of big personalities came up through The Score too. So eventually they pivoted to mobile, and that's been a very successful transition. So
yeah, the app is great. I like the app.
Yeah, I love it.
It's a really pretty app. It's a beautiful app, and the developers behind it. I think too. You know, we're kind of a tech company in that sense because I would say we have a bigger department of developers than we do content editors or writers. So it's a pretty big tech company, and we actually just listed on the NASDAQ a few weeks ago. Yeah, so that was a big deal for us.
Oscar's checking his Robinhood account right now.
Hey, I don't use Robinhood. No.
Robinhood.
So yeah, that was just from an exposure standpoint. That was a huge deal for the company, and yeah, I'm looking forward to. I think the next big thing for us is sports betting. We have an app called the Score Bet, and it's active in a few states, including New Jersey, and I think it just went live in Illinois, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wait, I just heard Vito leave his house.
That's it. Bet on Delafeu to score.
I was waiting for you to say that. Shout out to Vito.
Oh man.
That's amazing, man. Wow. I mean, I mean, that's where everybody it's not only journalism. It's like you want to create the whole experience for people really to access information, like interact, be live with the sports. I think that's a differentiator. I mean, certainly.
Yeah. So we're kind of branding ourselves as the first sports betting operator, or the first sports media company that's also a betting operator. So we're kind of like trying to blend the two, which I think is, I think maybe Fox is getting into it a little bit, but there aren't many, I don't think ESPN is into betting just yet, but it's going to be a booming industry for sure. I think as more states, legalize sports betting.
ESPN is going to have to pivot that way because
they're going to have to.
they're not doing too well either. You know?
Yeah,
that's right.
we just lost Serie A. I mean, they just
Serie A?
lost Serie A. That's
How long? Hey guys, how long was it? 2 years or 3?
It's like
that they had it?
Probably
2,
3.
right? Two or three, yeah, 2 or 3.
I guess you know what this is the 3rd year. I think
It would be the 3rd year because they started when Ronaldo
they
came.
were there before the pandemic. Yeah, you're right.
Ronaldo, that's when they started
That's when
the
they started.
broadcasting. Yeah, I remember, and they made a big fuss about that.
That's right.
So now Paramount. I hate the name Paramount Plus. It's too long. They could have not Paramount Plus. Is it Paramount Plus that has it? CBS Paramount Plus, right?
CBS, yeah.
Yeah, it's CBS.
But is it going to be on that Paramount Plus app? It's
Yeah.
going to be okay.
Yeah.
I just think that the name is
yet another app that I have to go buy and I have to get a subscription for. I mean, come on, man, might as well. That's why I don't have cable service here at home. I got rid of it. I just use the internet. But now, like, it's all adding up. You know, you put Netflix, Disney Plus.
No, you're right. It's true, and I'm going to keep ESPN because of Formula One.
Exactly.
So I was thinking, I'll drop ESPN now, but I'm like, wait, they got F1.
Yeah.
So I'm probably going to keep it now. So I'm like, shit. You know, this is it's annoying. I agree with Oscar. It's very annoying that you're doing that.
It's okay. It's not the same in Canada. So tell me, Anthony. Like, look, now let's just get into Milan April because this is a critical month. I know, and this is what I was kind of arguing with Beppe in the last episode, right? Because I started getting excited. And, hey, listen, Inter hasn't been playing games. Not that we're gonna get catch up to them. He thought it's like, whoa, just stop. You know, it's not gonna happen. I'm like, no, listen. Can we put some pressure on that boiler and just really fight for that second spot, which is what I want. At least for us fans, we don't want to lose the 4th spot. But what do you see?
Yeah, I'm just I'm pulling up the schedule here. I wanted to take a glance at it. So we resume play against Sampdoria on Saturday, and then Parma, Genoa, Sassuolo.
I mean, all
Lazio. That's our April sched, which honestly, that's very manageable.
I mean, if you go 4-1-1, I'm going like we lose, let's say to Lazio, whatever, and we tie with Sassuolo, but we win the other games, right?
That's realistic, yeah.
Right. I mean,
and I'd be okay with that, to be honest. Like that would be. I think anything less than that, it gets a little bit dicey. But yeah, I think this team is so resilient that even when it seems like they're about to go down a real tough spiral, and it seemed that way over the last couple of months, it really seemed like things were going to hell. They go ahead and pull off that big win against Fiorentina, and they may not be playing at their best, but they've always managed to find results when they've had their backs against the wall. And I think that's something we haven't seen in many, many years, to be honest, from this club. And I think that's the main difference maker for me. And they have that confidence, I think, to know deep down that they can turn a situation around, and they don't keep their heads down too long. So I think that's why I believe that they're going to finish in a top 4 spot. I don't know which position exactly, but I think because, of that inner fighting spirit that they've shown all season. I think even if there is another setback along the way towards the end of the campaign, and I imagine there will be, I think, there's enough evidence to believe that they'll power through it.
I mean, I hope so. I mean, I think about it again in retrospect. We struggled against Parma and we struggled against Genoa.
We did,
and so this is kind of the game. And of course, Lazio. Remember, Lazio was a crazy game, and Sassuolo we won. But I don't have the same expectations. I do have an expectation of having this. For example, Parma and Genoa. They're going to be our nightmare games for us. I don't know why, but it's just something that happens.
I think we feel that because over the years, this team has lost so many games that it should have won against teams that they should have beaten, and it's happened this season as well, not to the same extent, but we've seen over the years just how many times they've dropped points against teams that they should beat 10 times out of 10, and so I think that's in the back of everyone's minds, and rightfully so. And it's up to them to prove it on the field. And I think, it doesn't seem like anyone's coming back injured from the international break. So
yeah, I was going to say that.
Very,
I was
very
going to
good
say
sign.
Yeah.
that. I think that's what we were saying in our IG live. It was like, man, thankfully everybody, everybody had a rotation. I think, well, Zlatan, of course, he decided to, I'm going to play 84 minutes of that first game, and because I'm Benjamin Button and I need to prove a game. I'm like, why, man, why? but yeah, I mean, it seems that everybody's coming sort of healthy, right? And the Nazionale had a really nice rotation. I don't know what you think about that, but I think
that very nice rotation. I mean, even though this was probably the most like tricky run of games that we've seen from like Italy under me. They still won every game 2-0. They still kept 3 clean sheets. I think Mancini started like 21 different players over those 3 games. So he rotated. He made sure that no one was really overworked, and they did what they needed to do, even while kind of preserving some of these players. So I think it was a successful all around, really, when you look at it that way, and even for the other players like Ben Acer,
Ben Acer.
Ben Acer,
Ben Acer.
There's been huge question marks over him, but I don't believe I don't believe he started at least one game. I don't think.
Oh,
he froze on us.
I think Justin Trudeau just pulled an interception in that internet.
That's funny.
Oh, come on. No way we lost Anthony. Man, he was making some good points here.
He was.
What the heck?
But,
no.
Well, he'll come back. We can continue on, just kind of leaving, kind of discussing what he was saying in reference to, Ben Acer, and, obviously he went down, this year with injuries, and obviously going to the national team, you're scared that may happen, but luckily he's coming back healthy. Hopefully.
I like the fact that he played these games because he has been out of rhythm, and I hope that this is good gas right now to go against Sampdoria, and, we know Sampdoria is going to be tough.
We need him. I mean, we desperately need him to be there down the stretch. I mean, we need that midfield presence. We need Kessie to have some help and not do everything himself. I mean, he proved himself in the last game that he played that, he was missed. So I'm happy that he's coming back.
No, me too, man. Me too. Actually, hey, I don't know if you read some of the reports. I wanted to kind of like bounce into something else. I read something that Sassuolo did not want to play Roma this week. Like, that's what I'm hearing.
Why?
I don't know, maybe because of the COVID. I don't know if somebody wants to make a comment out of that, because the whole situation that's going on in Italy right now with this not wanting to play because of COVID. Like now, like Juventus is going back with Bonucci, and I think Chesney and somebody else tested positive. So is Inter gonna allow Juventus not to play? Like is that what I'm getting? I mean, I don't know. Have you heard anything like that more?
No, but I know that if Juventus was in first place right now with several points in hand, I guarantee the season would end. They would award them the title. That I can fucking guarantee. You know it, right? Right? Because I think, didn't we joke about that? Like, I think we joked about that the last time. It would be Juventus's luck that they would end the season with them in first place.
Yeah, man. I would have thought so too. Yeah, but I did read something around that today, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
No, I didn't read that, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, we know how Juventus is and how they try to control and manipulate the
Look, Pepe says that the couch has decorations. Yes,
I was gonna wait to comment on that until later. But
go ahead and comment. But
hold on, Anthony, you're back. But I wanted to make one comment before we check with Anthony again. Giuseppe made fun of you for being in the comments, calling you a fucking creep. What is he doing?
Yeah, exactly.
He's a creep in the comments. So, Oscar, see, I don't only bust your balls. I bust everybody else's balls.
Exactly. I mean, Pepe, go back to work. Go do your thing, Minkia. Hey, Anthony, what happened? Are you there?
I'm here. Can you guys hear?
Yeah, no.
All right.
Did Justin Trudeau just put an interception here? Did they just send you the kid?
1,000%.
Let's not get political, please.
just
I know, I'm joking. Justin,
I think it was my.
He knows a thing or two about that casting couch. Anyway.
No, I think we were talking about my 2013 MacBook before the show. I was talking to.
Oh, look at that! There's no microphone anymore.
Are you there? Is it good? Is it good?
Yeah, 2013. What the? Are you serious?
Yeah. It was just.
How old are you? You were like 12. How old are you? 2013.
No. My 2013 MacBook.
No, but so how old were you in 2013?
Oh, I was 23.
Okay, yeah, well, I was 10 years. I was 10 years after 13. So yeah, I always think of Anthony. He's always so. I don't know. You're always going to be like 23 to me. I don't know.
So anyway, it was like it sounded like a fighter jet with all these with the fan in the background. So I think I just needed to shut down a few applications. Now we're good to go now.
Good.
Happy to have you. No, I said we were talking a little bit about Benacer, and then we jumped into something really interesting. It was kind of a little bit off topic, but what we were talking about was a little bit about this situation in Italy not wanting to play. I read something about Sassuolo not wanting to play versus Roma. And then now Bonucci and I think Chesney and somebody else from Juventus are going back positive. So I'm saying, is Inter going to let them play? Because apparently Inter is dictating the course right now.
Well, exactly. The problem with the whole approach here is that Serie A as a league has refused to take a stand or take any leadership role on this. They've just allowed the local health authorities to make their own decisions, but I mean, there are certain rules that Serie A did outline, or the FIGC did outline at the beginning of the season, saying if you have at least 13 players, including a keeper, then you're good to play. And we played through several positive tests, despite several positive cases, and just as many as Inter had. So, here we go.
Wow.
Are you driving?
Are you driving?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What are you doing, man?
I'm on Woodhaven Boulevard. I'm fucking committed.
Woodhaven Boulevard. That's fucking right.
Yeah. I said I'll be home in
Where's
18 minutes.
Where's the phone?
Where's the phone?
Huh?
Where's the phone? On the other seat?
My hand.
Oh, my God.
Minky, what are you doing? No, I'm not going to promote this.
You drive in New York. You drive in New York. You
Guy's
can drive anywhere.
He's getting roadhead, and he called in. Look at this.
Please don't fucking say stupid shit like that. My wife watches this.
Why'd you have to go to life? We're just having fun here. It's a bunch of guys.
Well,
and you had to mention.
Never know.
Come on.
You never know. All the hours that I work, she's like, "There's no fucking way you work 7 days a week."
Anybody that's hanging out on Woodhaven Boulevard at 9:30 at night, you never know. I know Anthony doesn't know where Woodhaven Boulevard is, but it's a little
I can imagine.
A little shady. For those who don't know, Woodhaven Boulevard's a little shady.
Yeah. Ozone Park is not exactly fucking Park Avenue.
No. So. Anyway. Thanks for calling in. I feel like we're on WFAN and you just called in from the radio. we got Pip, baby. You're on the fan.
Yeah, first time, long time. I have a question. I have a question for Oscar. Oscar, where did you buy that couch?
Bob's Furniture.
I don't know. I bought it. What was it? Rooms to go or something like that?
Rooms to go. Oh, that's funny.
Casting couches are us.
Casting couches are us, man. You see, it's decorated. Look, I'm learning from you. I'm trying to decorate things, man.
Yeah, nice.
Anthony, what were you saying? He was before we were interrupted here by Beppe.
He's such a fucking creep.
Oh, that's funny. What were you talking about, Anthony?
Sorry, go ahead, Anthony.
I don't remember.
Serie A.
Well, now you know what? We got the fucking Grim Reaper here. He's already ready to get negative. Anthony's so fucking positive, and then you got fucking Pepe showing up. He's ready to kill any of Anthony's positivity right now.
Yeah, I'm like the Grinch in Whoville right now. I'm watching over Whoville.
But we were talking earlier about some of the players on the national team coming back. Luckily, everybody on the Milan side came back healthy. Yeah. Obviously. Talking about Benacer, Benacer, we were talking, Oscar and I, a little bit about him, and how crucial he is. Hopefully he stays healthy until the end of the season. I think we really need somebody like him down the stretch because, I mean, Kessie can't do all the work by himself in the midfield. And I think the most important thing, Anthony, you made some good points earlier. Obviously we have been resilient, but that's come with the fact that we haven't been consistent.
That's right.
And that's the frustrating part. I think the consistency. I mean, I do appreciate the resiliency. Anthony, you made a good point. The fact that when you think they're out of it, all of a sudden they come back. I mean, we're still in second place, right? But I would rather see some more consistency, and I'm sure you agree. I mean, that's the bottom line.
And that's completely valid. And I think we all want to see that consistency from this team. I think it's even more when you see what, like, for example, what's Manchester City did, and I'm not comparing us to Manchester City, but when you see a team go on a massive winning streak like they did in the circumstances surrounding the season that they went through, I mean, they had games postponed because of COVID as well. I think consistency is so much harder to maintain in a season like this than it would be in a regular season. And so I think while I would love to see that consistency, I think it's harder to achieve in a season like this where it's just every 3 or 4 days you're playing, and I think you're bound to drop points because of just how hectic the schedule is, and all the different players dropping out of the lineup and for injury related reasons or COVID related reasons. So I think it's much more difficult to achieve, but we're not asking them to win every single game. We're just asking, it would be nice if they did, obviously, but I think, I think they could put away teams that they should beat. They can put them away a lot sooner and a lot more efficiently. Because even earlier on in the season, I recall the game against it was against Parma that we struggled against, and Hellas Verona as well. And so this has kind of been a difficult thing for this team to do, kind of string together 5, 6, 7 games. Even in the beginning of the season, despite that unbeaten run, it was never really all rosy. There were some points of that unbeaten run where it kind of, was a little bit, weren't really sure how long that unbeaten run would last.
Yeah.
It did, yeah.
And then when it ended. But, I think, I guess just to wrap up that point, like, I think consistency is something that I would expect more maybe next season. I think the thing that I'd like to see is just take care of your business against the teams that you're supposed to beat, and do it efficiently. And I would be okay with that.
Oh, look, we have blinkers, guys. We got blinkers.
The blinkers.
We got blinkers. There's something big is about to drop.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm about to enter one of the shittiest parkways in New York City.
Oh, the Jackie Robinson?
Amen, brother.
Oh my God. It's the most narrow. It's actually, if it was closed off, it'd be pretty cool because you could drive like a Formula One driver because of the way it's.
Oh, it reminds me of that. But the only problem is
it's 2 lanes.
It's 2 lanes. It's 2 lanes, and I have a fucking Silverado, which is a big Silverado.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Be careful.
Hey, so Anthony, something that you dropped something about consistency, and then I have to ask the question: are you on the Leao is promising, or are you on the Leao Niang 2.0 team?
I've slow. I mean, I would say at the beginning of the season, I was, of the opinion that he was promising. I'm very much on the opposite end of that spectrum now. Like it's any striker or forward or winger goes through spells where they're not very productive up front. But I think the thing with Leao is that you don't even see the effort from him.
Thank you.
You don't see that he cares. And I think sometimes, he has a lot more speed than he lets on, and it just doesn't seem like he's ever 100%.
And that's my biggest frustration with him, Anthony. I said it a couple of weeks ago on the show. My biggest frustration is, like, at least, Balotelli went through this phase 2 that Leao's going through, right?
Right.
But at least Balotelli, he was a superstar with Man City. He did well for us. Leao's done nothing. I mean, he hasn't done anything to act this arrogant.
And if you're going to be a player that doesn't really put in like a defensive effort or doesn't track back or doesn't really do much else but contribute in the final third, and that's fine. If that's all you're going to do, then that's fine. But make sure you actually do it, because if you're not scoring goals, if you're not creating chances, what are you doing? Like he doesn't do anything else outside of that, and that's my biggest issue with him. Because if he was creating chances, he wasn't tracking back. If he wasn't tracking back, he wasn't showing much effort. But if he was creating chances and scoring goals, then fine. But I think when you're a one-dimensional player, which I think he is right now, you've got to contribute in the area of the field that you specialize in, and he's just not doing that.
No. I mean, and this is what we're talking.
Do you give him one more season?
Right.
Sorry?
Do you give him one more season?
I'd give him probably one more season, and only maybe because you don't really want to sell him on a low like this.
Agreed.
And maybe he does blossom. I mean, it took Kessie and Çalhanoğlu some time to like find their feet.
Kessie found himself.
He found himself.
I think
he found himself.
Like what, half of last year to right now?
Yeah, he found himself.
I mean, it's like unbelievable. I think Hakan.
He's one of our MVPs.
Yeah, Çalhanoğlu still has his peaks and valleys. But yeah, Kessie's been so consistent. I just don't see any, like he's only going up from here. And it took him about 3 seasons to figure it out, and that's fine. Some players need a few seasons to find their role and to understand what they need to do. I think it's about. I think the only slack I'd give Leao is that he's kind of played out of position half the season. Like he's not a center forward per se. He doesn't like playing up front. You can tell he doesn't have that hold up play. He doesn't really know what to do to fend off defenders. He doesn't like working in those tight spaces. He obviously prefers to run at defenders and playing off that left wing. So, I guess you can cut him some slack in that sense because he's trying to figure out how to play a position he doesn't really excel in. But he's had plenty of games now to try to figure it out, and it doesn't seem like he's making any improvements at all.
Yeah, the problem is it's the effort,
and it's the effort, right? And like I said,
at this age, when you haven't proven anything, you got to play where the coach puts you, man.
Yeah,
and
you got to score. If not, you got to score.
Yeah, you got to.
If not, you got to score. And so, I'd give him one more season, and if it doesn't work out, sorry.
There was a delay there, Anthony. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Finish your point.
No.
Sorry.
No. That was all. I was just going to say that. If I'd give him one more season, and if it doesn't work out after that, move on.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's it.
Hey, there's a good question by Elias. Actually, I wanted to put this next. Is how do you guys feel about having virtually no Milan players in the national team?
I think it's a good thing right now for us.
I feel good.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because you see like. I think at one point there were more Sassuolo players on the pitch than Milan players for Italy. It's kind of weird. But
yeah, you got Locatelli and Berardi looking like Messi and Iniesta out there, man. What the hell, man? I'm happy about it.
Yeah, but who cares? Because
exactly, right?
No, but who cares? Not for nothing though. We don't have on our national team, but we have Kier and fucking Ibrahimovic playing important roles for their national team. So I'm. As much as I love the national team, I'm afraid that in the final stretch, somebody's going to get hurt and we're going to lose them, especially Ibrahimovic.
That's why, like, the main thing is that they're all coming back, like, as healthy as can be.
Like right now, like this season, I'm actually happy about it. I'll be honest. Yeah. Two less players to get injured, Yeah.
And as long as you have a team that, has players who are called up, like, at least, and they're playing their starters for their team, like Benacer, Chiar, like Ibrahimovic, is like Kessie, like all these guys are starters for their national teams. So for me, that's a bigger deal than just having guys on the Italian national side, and like maybe they're on the bench or something. These guys these guys aren't just role players for their countries; they're like stars.
So is anybody injured?
I don't think so.
So wow, am I believing that we're gonna have a gala starting 11 this weekend?
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
Because Rebic is back too.
Damn it!
Oscar.
Fuck off, Pepe. Go drive.
Last time you did this, Calabria got injured. You fuck.
Why? How did you get injured?
And then again, you know what? And then again, you know what's annoying about this team? Like this team became like they had the song Pazza Inter. This team became Pazzo Milan because this fucking team will go there with everybody there. Rebic is back. Ibrahimovic will be back. Everybody's ready. We're only playing Sampdoria and they'll fucking manage not to win that game. But when we have 10, 15 players missing, they'll beat Roma, they'll beat Verona, they'll tie with Manchester United. I don't fucking understand this team.
Sometimes it's we do things that make you scratch your head a bit. I agree.
Yeah. So Calabria is still out. Obviously.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but okay.
Mandzukic, I don't think he's back yet.
I think I jinxed him with the Higuain thing. Damn it.
Yeah. The curse of the nine.
Mandzukic.
Don't show me.
As far as forwards go, we have Ibrahimovic, we have Rebic, we have unfortunately Castillejo. Who else is available? Because Leao is still out.
Is he?
That's Leao's. Yeah, Leao's still out. Yeah.
Oh, you guys pull it out. I'm looking at some other data here.
Yeah,
that's why I'm asking. That's why I'm asking. Are we literally going to have a full, full squad? Okay, then we're good.
So Maldini's been Daniel Maldini's been out for like several months with an unknown injury. I want to know what the hell's going on there.
Yeah, you're right. Has he got pupalgia?
Maybe.
No,
it's
you know what it is? It's I don't deserve to be called Maldini. That's what it is.
No. What happened is, Franco says this all the time, and I agree with him. You have a DNA of a defender. You need to play back. And every time he's been playing like Mezzala or somewhere up back, he's great. It's wonderful. Just stay there. You're not a front player. You're not a striker. You're not a winger.
He wants to be different.
Guys, crazy idea. But you think we'll get away with bringing Valentina Giacinti to be one of our forwards?
Anytime, man.
That number 9 works well with her. There's no problems with her. So
exactly.
She scored a poker against, like last game. Was it against Inter, right?
It was against Inter.
Yeah,
poker.
She scored more goals than Kalinic played games for us.
Glad to have you. Hey, be careful around there, man. With the stuff that you're saying, you're driving that big truck around Queens. So
well, I'm already on 26th Avenue. I'm
home. So. It's home. Everybody knows now where you live.
Right.
Good job.
you know, because 26th Avenue could be
exactly
anywhere.
Where you live. I know where you live.
Yeah, I know.
We're next to Gina.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Anyway, this is not the Whitestone Diaries, guys. Sorry.
Oh my God.
So, Anthony, now to the question that we've, I think it's probably our fans, people that follow us here are probably getting bored of hearing
the hundreds and thousands.
Yeah, hundreds of fans, but no, the followers, I meant to say, sorry. We've been asking this, and probably everybody's getting bored of it. But what's your take on Donnarumma and the whole saga? Yeah. And you're going to re-sign? Would you sign him? We've talked offline about this a bit, and I think you and I are on the same wavelength. I'm just curious to hear you say it.
Yeah, I mean, we're at a point now where, I'll start with this. Like, I'm confident that he will sign a new contract. I'm fairly confident. I think what's happening now is just typical, Mino Raiola. Garbage, right? Like he's just haggling, trying to get the most commission possible. He'll probably settle for something still, very, very, rich. I can see him making a few $1 million off this renewal, but I think the only question is what kind of contract is he going to sign? Is he going to sign like some kind of bridge deal, like a 3-year contract, 2-year contract, or is he going to sign like a long-term 5-year contract?
I think a 2, like we were talking.
And I think it is going to be a bridge deal, just because.
And then would you sell him?
It wouldn't be able to now.
After, right now, I'm saying if we do signing him, yeah.
It also depends if they insert a clause in it. If they have like a release clause, I don't think they will if it's a bridge deal. I think I don't think it would be in the club's favor to include a release clause in a short-term deal like that.
No, I agree.
But I do think, if that were to happen, he signs a 2 or 3 year contract. I think, it depends, because no one's actually, despite all of his interest, no club is actually to my knowledge, I don't think any club has actually come forward with an actual offer for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like ever. Like even
You're right.
back in 2017, despite all of this, no one's actually offered any money for Donnarumma. And that's, I think whenever I see all these, Juve's interested, PSG, Chelsea, I just don't know like how much like they're willing to pay to get him. So I think, these rumors are always going to be out there because, Donnarumma is, a magnet for news. But, I think we also have to consider, well, how much will, a team like Chelsea or PSG, how much would they even want? Like the goalkeeper situation at, PSG and Chelsea is fine. Like they
exactly.
Chelsea has Edouard Mendy, and Edouard Mendy's been very good for them. And Keylor Navas
that's why Pizzaiolo has no leverage. He thinks he does, and it's all media fabrication.
Yeah.
That he's got these media people in his pocket. He pays them on the side to write these articles and to get some sort of headline. But you're right. In 2017, there was never any concrete offer.
No.
And it's starting again. He's starting to act again like he did in 2017 with all this BS with the Juventus, because he knows that bothers Milan fans, right? And then the Milan fans start putting the pressure on management, right? This is his little game. But it's like everybody's onto it already. And like Elias, our good friend Elias just said, who the hell's in a position to pay a goalkeeper $10 million a year? Yeah. All those teams that are in a position to do it have good goalies.
Have good keepers, right? Like PSG doesn't need a keeper. Chelsea doesn't need a keeper. Like even Juve has, their financial situation is honestly, I think, worse than Milan's. Like,
yeah, it is.
And they have to get rid of Ronaldo to fix that, in my opinion. So I don't even know if they could even offer in the package that, we're seeing, like 10, 12 million euros a year.
They wouldn't. No way.
I don't think any team, even when he signs, even if he were to resign with Milan, which I think will happen, it'll be something around 8 million, I think, which fine. Get the deal done, because and we spoke about this, GC. My rationale is, if you let him walk now, not only do you have to go out and find a keeper of similar quality, you have to pay a premium for it, because every club's going to know that you're looking for a keeper. So you're going to have to pay, a 40 million euro fee, and probably quite a bit in wages to lock down a good keeper. And, on top of that, you have to contend with the Euros. So, there's a lot of roadblocks. I think it's just more advantageous if you sign him to an 8 million euro deal. That's what, like a 2 million euro a year raise for him, because I think he's on 6. So I expect something like that to happen. And then if they want to entertain offers, if there even are any offers, you can do that next year.
You imagine, if this was Bizarro World, though, you imagine if, let's say, Gigio walks and Antonio Donnarumma becomes a superstar?
Oh, my God. Hey, I
you imagine? That would be amazing. That would be so crazy. That's Bizarro World.
We've been saying that that's what happened with Inter a long time when he did the derby and the Europa League thing.
Yeah, he played well. Remember?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, Mirabelli looked like a genius then, right?
He did look like a genius.
Big thumb to me.
They have to stop interviewing him. Like,
Maurizio said that the other day. He's like, why do people keep interviewing Mirabelli?
I just feel like they see him as like this headline machine. Like, so somebody who's going to say something stupid, and then people are going to get upset, and it's going to just draw attention to whatever publication is pushing that article. I'm just so tired of I don't need to hear him judge the way this team is being managed, It's very rich coming from someone like him to hear him judge, or I could have done this, I could have done that, I would have done this.
I mean, you didn't do it.
So close to sign.
I could have.
But it didn't happen. So
why didn't you do
point.
it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's moot. Like, forget it. It's just, I just.
He's back. He rushed home, ladies and gentlemen. He rushed back.
From Woodhaven Boulevard to the closet. Welcome back.
Do you say hi? Do you even say hi to your wife? Do you say, hi, honey, I'm back. I love you. I'm going to the closet.
You gotta keep making me dig. She watches this.
Was she yelling at? Was she mad at me because of what I said earlier?
No, she wasn't watching. I'm sure. Watch.
We got to edit that part out, Oscar.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna edit anything.
Don't worry, scumbag. I'll get you back.
All right, good. I know you will. No, but Anthony, so you're right about that. So now, like, shifting gears here, because since we have you on, and obviously you follow this all very closely. What's your take, off season wise? What do you expect us to do? I mean, obviously, it all depends on how well we do for the remainder of the season. And I think you kind of shared with us your opinion on the consistency that you're looking for, and hopefully we see that. But what's your take? Let's say we qualify to the CL, finish second, third, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think Elliott does? Do they sell us? And what do they do in the offseason in reference to bringing in players?
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting summer. I think obviously a lot depends on whether we qualify for the Champions League or not. I think I think we will. So let's work on the assumption that the club gets there, and we get that guaranteed 30, 40 million euros, whatever it is that comes with being in the group stage. I expect some kind of reinforcement at the right wing position that needs to be addressed. I think Castillo is going to leave. Seems like all signs indicate he's going to be moved on. Yeah.
I mean, this is something that we've been saying, or at least I have here. Right now, we have an A and a B and sort of a C squad. If we're gonna go play Champions League, we can't have this type of depth.
And I see Castillo the same way I saw Barini, like as somebody who really cares, he gives a shit. When he's on the field, you can tell like he runs his ass off, but the quality's just not there.
No,
and,
Barini was,
and that's fine. Yeah, Barini. And so I think it is what it is. I think it's in his interest, I think, as well to move on. So the right wing position is going to be something that they can look at. Ilicic is a name that has popped up the last.
Yeah, I was going to say I saw that these days. I would take him.
Well, and I don't even know if it's contingent on like Çalhanoğlu staying or not. I think you can play Ilicic at right wing as well. And that would be an interesting signing. I don't really know. My thought was, like, I think the Milan has some sort of special clause related to the Pessina deal. And so I wonder if the club would use Pessina as a kind of a bargaining chip to land Ilicic, or if they do something with Caldara.
He just played on the national team the other day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So,
maybe they do something with him and they drop that clause, or maybe they let Caldara join Atalanta for free. Maybe they negotiate something on the side to
That's Mauricio's favorite question. He's been asking that question. Yeah. He keeps asking about Caldara.
Oh, here it is. Yeah. What do they do?
What do you think? Answer Mauricio, because you've been asking that.
Loan again. I think at this point you just got to cut your losses.
Yeah.
I mean, he's made it clear he doesn't see a future at the club, and I don't know. I think something else is going on behind the scenes there. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't add up. Like that. Obviously, he had his injury problems, but like,
you think it's a little bit of a El Shaarawy?
Canada.
Thing.
He's breaking up again.
There you are. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay.
So is it like an El Shaarawy problem? Like remember that problem that we all heard about? El Shaarawy?
Yeah. White powder.
Yeah, that was the rumor with him that that time they took a picture of him in the hospital. He was really at like a rehab center. I don't know.
Jesus.
That's what we had a couple of good friends in Milan who said that was a pretty. It seemed to be pretty true, that rumor. So who knows?
Yeah. Who knows? Beppe, would you take Ilicic? I think.
Hold on. That's a really funny picture of Anthony. You got to snapshot that.
I got to snapshot that because
he's frozen, smiling. That's funny.
I would take.
You would take him?
Keep somebody that has the experience to even go to Champions League. To be, I don't know what's going on. Gasperini, this is the second guy now.
Yeah, you're right. It's a second.
This is now it's Ilicic. I don't know. Maybe we're starting to getting exposed for the scumbag that he is, because I don't like the guy.
I know you don't. I don't like him either. He comes on. He pretends he's like a timid, nice guy. He's not. He's a douchebag.
Yeah. So.
All right, go. Come on. Make Faz happy. Put on a jersey. Take your shirt off. And put on.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go put a jersey.
Faz wants to see you with no shirt on. It's not official until Pep puts a jersey. Come on. Oscar's got the couch.
We're playing.
Off. It's like a fucking Pornhub.
We're playing Sampdoria, right?
Yeah, we're playing Sampdoria. Where are you gonna play?
What do you got? You got a Sampdoria shirt? Attilio Lombardo? Attilio Lombardo, pelato bastardo. That's my favorite. Ramoldi taught me that one.
Oh, no. He's busting.
That's my fucking favorite jersey that they had. That red one is sick. Oh, you fuck. Yeah. Oh, you're speaking to my heart. I love Gullit. That's beautiful.
Match worn too?
No, that match worn. It's like how much? That's fucking worth a lot of money. Match worn, right, Oscar?
Yeah, I don't know. Look at that. He has all the Gullit jerseys.
Pepe, none of are these match worn?
No.
No, because the match worn Gullits are like.
Oh yeah. This.
No, show Anthony the red one, man. Show Anthony that red one again.
That's beautiful already.
Yeah, I've always liked Sampdoria's kit.
Oh yeah.
This year, but this.
Look at that red one. How cool that is.
Wow.
That's
one of my
I'm gonna put it full screen. Full screen right there. Wait a second, not me.
Yeah, we don't want to see you. He's got himself.
God damn it. Yeah, well, not me, but yeah, I wanted to put Pepe. There we go. Let me put Pepe. Here we go. Full screen Pepe.
There you go. That's beautiful.
Look at that. It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
That's in phenomenal condition, man.
Yeah, well, I try to keep them,
How do you keep the mothballs out? And the mothballs, the moths. I just answered my own question. How do you keep the moths out?
Why is everything frozen now?
No, it's not.
That's not frozen. We're here.
I hear you guys, but I don't see anybody.
Well, I don't know.
We're still here.
We're still here.
Oh, it's fucking phone.
Dude, I forgot even what we were talking about. This got so much fun already. Like I even forgot what we were.
Oh, we were talking about Caldara, I think.
Oh,
yeah, we can move on from Caldara, but I was asking Pepe. I'll take Ilicic, man. Dude, every time he plays, he's just out of his mind, and
he plays well against us. He always plays well against us.
He was against us. And Pepe made a good point. That will continue to expose Gasperini as how much of a piece of crap he is. Which I agree. Now you got Papu out, and now this guy's leaving. I mean, there's got to be something going on there for sure.
Anthony, what do you think Elliott does offseason? We make the Champions League again. Hypothetically, we make the Champions League. What do you think?
I think whether we make the Champions League or not, I think Elliott's in it for at least another couple of seasons. I think, I really do think that they want to sort out the stadium situation before they even think about or consider selling the club. And this is another conversation that we've had, but I'm fairly happy with the way they've been running this club. They brought in professionals. They've delegated.
Yep.
They haven't acted like they know everything. They've put the club in the hands of people who know what they're doing and who are experienced. And they've kind of just let them do their thing. They haven't meddled. They haven't, intervened in any negative way. And we're seeing the results now. Obviously, the BMW partnership is unbelievable.
I was going to say that's amazing.
It's been several years since the club has even had a car partnership. So it's. Yeah, it's they're striking all these partnerships. They're modernizing the club. They're bringing it into the 21st century, and I think from that standpoint, they've done a great job. And I think they're going to hold on to the club for at least another couple seasons, I think.
I'm fine with that because I totally, we're on the same wavelength there with what they've done. I mean, their chief revenue officer, their communications team. Fantastic work. Everything. From top to bottom. Their like Elias said too, their communications. Like their press releases. Right. They're active on LinkedIn. But that's smart to be active on LinkedIn. Smart. Because that's where you have all the professionals, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's actually really cool for me because I'm active on LinkedIn for my actual work. So I see like people that I didn't know were Milan fans now who work in like the business, in the business world, right? So it's interesting seeing them commenting on the same posts that I like to comment. So I like that engagement that they're bringing to it. It's much more serious. And what's interesting is they're bringing in, Anthony, you and I will appreciate this because we've been to Craven Cottage. They're bringing in these Fulham people.
That's true. It's
right?
true.
It's so funny.
Yeah, it is. I wouldn't mind our future stadium being a bigger version of Craven Cottage. Anthony, how else is that stadium, right?
Until the stadium gets done, I don't think Elite is going to go nowhere.
Yeah.
They're going to want to sell with the stadium included.
But do you think we're going to do it by ourselves now that Inter's got all these issues?
I hope so, but it's not going to happen because
I don't think so. Yeah.
Why spend all that money when we could do this half and half?
Yeah,
I know. I feel like I hate that we share stadium. I hate that sharing stadium thing.
Well, listen, my actual what I would love in a perfect world would be, and I spoke about this with Pashi since the mayor of Milan wants to be a scumbag and says, you guys build it and then you hand it over to us. Well, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
And so much money on they rely a lot on San Siro with the concerts, with all that. So basically what they want to do is they want us to basically build it and then hand it over to them. What I would do is I would do something on our own. Go in the outskirts of Milan. I was
about to say, build it in Remo territory.
Lugano. Build it in Lugano.
Build it in Bustarcito.
Got no jurisdiction.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's what you could do. I mean, people will follow anyway. People are going to go to watch Milan, no matter where they are.
Yeah. Fila Forum is not in Milan, right? Isn't it on the outskirts?
Sago, yeah.
Fucking build it there. Build it next door. There's a huge parking lot right there. You build it right next to the Fila Forum, right?
That's considered Milano 2 if it's like away, but I don't care if you have to put them.
I agree.
All you got to do is just literally go at the border.
Yeah, go. They should do that. I agree, but I think
De Laurentiis has been talking about the new stadium. He says it's impossible for me to build a stadium in Naples, and they always talked about Casetta. So imagine, Casetta is not far, but it's not exactly there.
Right.
So I mean, there's ways to do. I would love to do that. So at least you stick it to the mayor.
I agree.
You have your own thing.
Anybody that knows anything about New York, New Jersey sports, that's what the Giants and the Jets did. That's why they went to New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then that's why New York FC just keeps playing a baseball field.
Oh, that's the worst. What a terrible team. What a terrible organization.
Fucking terrible.
Listen, fucking, what do you got? Beckham in Miami over there?
No. Listen, I don't support that team. No, I want to make this clear.
Inter of Miami.
The day they fucking put a name Internacional, I'm like, that's it. You guys are crucified. Number two, nothing wrong with the pink color, but they put a fucking flamingo as the mascot. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is not for. No.
You wear pink.
I wear pink sometimes. Why not?
Okay. Only when he's on that couch.
Let's talk about Inter stuff, like the new logo, and I pulled out some memes that I've seen. I think this is gonna be. I mean, I pulled out some of the better ones I've seen but this was awesome. Still on the payroll. This actually was actually interesting. Yeah. This is an interesting.
That's what I saw.
and then I saw this was an IKEA one. So I put it out of an IKEA module.
That's funny.
Second. I need to bring Pepe online because Pepe's showing something. What is this, bro?
What is that? What is that?
Intermerda.
He's got all this stuff in his. Oh, is that a cooler? Is that your tailgating cooler?
No, that's his food. He takes his food every day.
Yeah, that's right. His food he takes every day. Yeah, That's where he keeps his salsicha sandwich.
So here we go again. Another team redesigning their logo, which to me, this is nothing. But
oh, we never have to worry about.
I
that.
hope
I
I
agree.
never. This is no way.
It's
I even get the cold sweats when I think of Milan ever gets a sponsor on the back of the jersey, like Inter has.
yeah.
Stupid sponsors that they put everybody's got underneath the number.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
it might happen.
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
They get sponsors now on sleeves.
Well, look at Barcelona. They never had a sponsor. They have one here, and they'll have one here.
They need
so.
it. They need it, right? The guy stole all that money.
Oh, yeah.
They're in deep trouble.
No, but guys,
No, they're in deep trouble. But Raiola went out there today to sell Haaland today.
Yeah,
And they say, yeah, we can
Donnarumma. They're going to get Donnarumma, Haaland, and they have no money, apparently. Makes sense.
No, Romagnoli.
Romagnoli, too.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going to take Bonaventura, maybe.
sure, why not? Oh my! Did Anthony freeze again? God, man, it's that cold out there. That
Well, I think it's, you know what, maybe it's time to, how long have we been on, Oscar? Because
it's been an hour, dude.
when you do this, like, group thing, it doesn't show us the time.
We're 1 hour already. Mauricio gave me the 2-minute warning already.
I saw that.
Oh, I gave Anthony a little bit of malocchio, not because of him, because he's from Toronto and the Yankees lost an extra innings to the fucking Blue Jays. So
Mauricio's on here, too, Malocchi over there. Speaking of Toronto, Malocchi over there. He's making fun of Oscar's Flamingos.
What? Really? I mean, why? What?
so
Flaminkia.
I mean, yeah. No, and then Higuain, like, have you seen Higuain? His new look, like, did you see? It looks like Kimbo Slice, like the guy who used to be.
no, it looks like Borja Valero.
He does.
Yeah, but fat.
Porca Valero.
Porca Valero.
I think we should wrap it up, guys, man. I think it's.
I wanted to say something to Anthony, but
I know. I wanted to say goodbye to him. But maybe that's the poor guy, man. Something's going on with the hamster wheel over there in Canada with the internet. You know, they're not. I don't know what Trudeau didn't pay the bill over there.
I'm telling you, it's Trudeau's throwing an interception. So final thoughts then for Sampdoria Saturday, 6 a.m. Which I don't know if I'm going to wake up, but
Yeah, no, that's not.
I'm going to be at work, so I'll be up for that.
really.
Pepe, what are we going to do? Are we going to win?
Yeah, you know, I think we'll win.
Yeah.
Score. What do you think? Score. To score.
2-1.
Oh, okay. Leao 2 goals? No, Leao's not playing.
I think Ibra will score at least a goal. I think maybe it's Ibra and Rebic, or maybe it's Ibra and Kessie. Who knows? Okay.
One. Yeah.
And Rebic.
How about you, Oscarin?
3-0.
Whoa, look at you. 3.
3-0.
3.
I want to see 3-0.
Para minchiata.
It's para minchia. That's why I want.
I'm going 1-0. You know, penalty by Kessie. We go to per la Juve.
So wait, you mean if Ibra is there, he's gonna let Kessie kick it?
It's gonna be in the second half. Ibra's gonna come off. Oh, Anthony's back. There you go.
You're back to say goodbye, but yeah, we're wrapping up. Our thoughts for the game against Sampdoria and your predicted score.
I'm gonna say I think it's gonna be a tight game, 2-1.
Oh, you said the same as Pepe.
I'll say 2-1. Yeah.
I said 3-0. I said 3-0 just because.
Fucking annoying.
Bust your balls. That's what
I said 1-0, and we're going to score on a penalty kick. Kessie's going to take the ball away from Ibra to score.
Oscar, I swear to God, if we lose 3-0,
oh man, Oscar, you better leave the chat.
You make a prediction.
You better leave the chat, Oscar.
No, I will disappear. I will put that clown face again from.
No, by the way, he called me a clown. He called me a clown the other day. Live on Instagram. He called me a clown. This guy. Wait till I go to fucking Miami. When did I see you?
You better.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, you better call the freaking government. Tell them to pick you up right away.
Government.
Go do your train.
Yeah. It's gonna happen soon. Very soon.
You better call the Coast Guard and tell them.
When are you doing that thing? Hey, by the way, when are you doing that thing? I thought you were leaving already.
No, June.
Oh, it got postponed?
Yeah. No, I cannot leave right now this month. I mean, they don't have any spots available, so.
Got it.
Mauricio's asking.
Sorry, guys. Everybody thinks Oscar's in the CIA. He's in the CIA, guys. He's just going to disappear for a month.
Saturday night? Mauricio's asking. So we're on for Saturday night, right?
Saturday night, yeah.
Saturday night.
We're going to have Ogo on. Yeah.
We're going to have Ogo Sila.
Yeah, with his ring. His gold ring, where he smacked Remo on the head once during a game. Knocked Remo's beer out of his hand. Beer shattered. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a brawl.
That's hysterical.
It was crazy. One of those crazy days at Football Factory.
Yeah, I know. I miss those days, man. Anthony, thank you, man. That's awesome to have
you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yes.
Having Lopopolo.
And I haven't seen that clip in a long time. So
that's a great clip.
It's a fantastic clip.
All for you, man. Well, thank you for joining, people. Have a great weekend.
Grazie. Thank you, everybody. Paz.
Forza Milan.
Elias. Thanks, Anthony, again.
Thank you, guys.
Forza Milan, ragazzi.